per usual. We're going to be doing another collab look for Instagram, and this is one of the ones that I crammed in, so that's why this is the fourth one this week. I'm glad it's the last one this week because the temperature is heating up again. I'm going to do the intro while I'm getting situated. Everything is in front of me though, which is good. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool, a certain brand, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video that you are watching. Wear what you want to and just rock it. Here we accept our natural features. We enhance them if we want to, when we want to, but we never feel like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. That's our motto. If it's your first time hearing it, I hope that it resonates with you. Just to be who you are and wear what you want to. And if you have been hearing it for a long time, I hope that it is one of your many daily affirmations just to be yourself. So that is the Crazy Troll Nation. And every now and then someone will ask me, like, why do you call your channel that? And that's why. Two things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch in videos. I try to be aware of him to say, excuse me. If I do not say excuse me, it's because I wasn't aware for whatever reason. Probably in thought or like now, just kind of like focusing on what I'm doing. But I do try to be aware of it because even for a troll, that's just bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to be doing greens again. We're going to be using the Jolie Beauty Cryptic Palette, and there's 6 shadows that we have not used yet. And so we're going to use those 6 shades. And I had the paper right here. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. I was going to say, where's the paper? And so, because I did go back and look at my previous looks with that palette to see and wrote down like what shades we use. Because y'all know I do want to use an entire palette. And so we are going to use the last 6 shades today, and we can say that we have used that entire palette, and we're still going to be working with it. We're going to be using, I think, hey Grace, I think we're going to be using green again today because it's an enchanted forest prompt. So the forest is green, brown, all different colors. I'm going to show you the colors in the cryptic palette that we're going to be using. We may do a color block across the eyes. I was looking also for something for the lower half of my face. I really just don't want to put foundation on. It's 91 outside and it is 90 degrees in here. And so I really just don't want to put foundation on. But we may end up needing to do that after we do, excuse me, the other things to our face. Hey, Janessa. And so, and if I didn't have this right here, I wouldn't even be concerned about it. But I do want the look to be somewhat polished. Me wanting to be polished. Fancy that. And so that's what we are going to do today. So I do think I'm going to put color in my brows. I found a picture that I really like, but it was very simple. It was just a color block in a wave, and it had gems. And then the lipstick matched that, and that was kind of it. So it was really simple, really basic, and I'm like, you know what, that would be great. You sent the chili, Janessa. Thank you. It is hot. It's 90 outside, Janessa. No, it's 91 outside, and it's 90 in here. So yeah, it's hot. It's hot. And so I woke up earlier than usual and felt okay. So I got up and came out into my living space. And then I got sleepy around like 2. So then I got back in the bed and I did fall asleep and got up, and now I'm here. And I'm feeling like I'm not going to get anything else done today because I'm just low energy because it is just so warm in here. Hey, Riley. Welcome back. How are you doing? So I'm glad this is our last live this week because the temperatures are rising and it's supposed to be in the 90s. The next few days we had thunderstorms that just made things humid. The guy did come today to measure. Well, and he didn't even have to measure. It's like each person tells me something different, but I do know that the manager lied because when she said it was ordered the same day it was determined that I needed one, I'm like, that's not true because the tech still needs to come out. And then one tech did, and then this one did. So the one that came today is going to order it. He knows I have asthma, so he said he'll bump me up. Once it is delivered, he doesn't have an ETA on when it'll be delivered. He has to order it first. But yeah, y'all, it is so I'm hoping it is fairly quick, especially because it's getting hot again. But yeah, we may. I do have. Let me put my contacts in before I forget. I do have out the gems here, and my thought was to do gems, and it still kind of is. But then I thought to use these dotting tools that I purchased, the Heavenly Crew. Maybe you should talk to a friend in person or call somebody. We're here for makeup, so I don't have anything else to really say about that. So there's 10. These are dotting tools, and what these will do, and they're different sizes. They're small, and then they go to large. And what this will do is, versus a brush, is it will make the dots consistent. You see what I'm saying? And so I do want to try those. It just depends on where the look goes, because y'all know sometimes I have a plan and then, it just kind of goes its own way. But, so we shall see. I'm putting the cloth over my keyboard. We're going to put our contacts in first. Of course, we're going to use the green ones because we're doing a forest type look. Yeah. I didn't bring a paper towel, but I'm doing it on top of this cloth. We're going to put in both of the green ones. So we're going to take it out. Our contact lens solution, make sure I put them in the right eye. So the right one, I don't think right or left is important unless they are prescription, which they're not. So I don't think it matters. So we put some contact lens solution in the palm of my hand to rinse this from when it was sitting in the solution, which helps to clean it. These are so thin. I'm trying to get the middle part of it on my finger. Freaky. But at least this time both of my eyes will be green and not one green and one black. And you know what? This does blur my vision because I'm looking at the chat and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me toggle really quick. All messages. It does blur my vision for sure. As soon as I put it in, I looked up, I'm like, all right, so we did put contact lens solution in the palm of this hand. Yeah, my vision is definitely blurry. The black one doesn't seem to do that. I don't know why this one does. These are so thin. I keep wanting to fold in on itself. Watching a show, I did see that tool being used to put it in, and so I see where that would be helpful if you're putting contacts in someone else's eye, because all that I just did, I don't want to have like my actual fingers in somebody's eye. And thankfully I did not throw the tools away. And so we're gonna wipe that off. Oh my gosh, my vision is blurry. Yeah, this color makes my vision blurry. We're gonna go ahead and put City Beauty eye cream under our eye. Let me show you what colors we're gonna be using. The last 6 shades from Cryptic Palette. I have Mario out here. Hey Janet. I'm thinking we may use this for a highlight shade because this is that dual chrome, and we may use the other ones too. I'm not quite sure exactly what we're going to do to the face, but I definitely want to do a color block. And one has gems and one has dots. And then one is just like a color block also. Well, two is actually a color block here as well. One, it matches the color block, and the other one is a white that comes down, and the color block is not white. Um, but I'm kind of leaning towards the one that's not super basic, just the color block that jumps, and then the lipstick, which would be great and easy, and I can be done quick. But y'all know I like to be difficult. Where can I put you? Where did I put you yesterday? I put you up here yesterday, I think. Okay. So the cryptic palette, the shades that we have not used yet are Ghostly, Corpse. My vision is so blurry. This is Corpse, Ivy. This one is traveling through the palette. This is, that green is moving. What did I say? Corpse, Ivy. This is Ivy. So this is Corpse, this is Ivy, this is Ghostly. And then there's Cryptic, which I'm like, how did we not use Cryptic? And that's the name of the palette. This is Cryptic. This is a dual chrome. So it's like a purple and then a green. And Living Dead is this one right next to it. And I was thankful that, and then more of this shade. So I was thankful that these shades that we still have left to use do fit a forest theme color. You know, the green and woodsy and all of that. My vision is blurry. I'm just like, but anyway. So I was just going to do the color block across the face. And you know what, y'all? Oh, I was going to say I didn't bring out paint for the color block, but we're going to use Inglot again. Yo, I used 3 makeup remover wipes with the prime water from Prime Cosmetics to get that off. And we had a hard piece come out of here again, so I have to maneuver. I just wipe my whole finger off. So I am excited for this look. Boy, it is warm in here, y'all. I am very hydrated. I already drank 80 ounces of water. I drank a Gatorade. It is very warm. The tech that's actually going to do the work is the one that came today, and he actually didn't measure. And I said, you don't need to measure? He's like, no. So I think he just needed to see what unit I have. And because this is what he does, just looking at the space, he knows like what size or whatever, what measurements he needs to order. He said he would order it today, which of course I was excited about that. And I asked if he would let me know ETA once it's ordered. He said he would let the office manager know. I said, well, she's avoiding me at this point. And I said, can I give you my number and you call me, or are you not allowed to do that? He said, they're not allowed to do that. I said, because she is. And so he kind of looked at me, because I said it again. I said, she's avoiding me at this point. And, you know, as soon as I walk in, the office worker is telling me she's not available, but she hasn't even told her I'm there. So that's how I know she's avoiding me. How do you know she's not available to see me when you haven't even told her I'm here? You know what I'm saying? And so, so he said, we're going to put, both of these are matte color excess gel pencil eyeliners. We're going to put Hellbent on our inner rooms, and we're going to put, what is this one? The last word on our lower lash line. And so he said that when he found out that he would let the maintenance guy here know, and for him to come up and tell me. So I told him I appreciated that. Because, yeah, that lady... And it's just crazy. And the thing is, you know, I understand you don't know the process, which is not what I was even asking her. But being the manager of this particular property, I mean, I would want to know, just so I can let, you know, a resident know if somebody else has this issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just okay being ignorant and stuff. But then if you don't know, that's the easy way, too, to not be held accountable. It's easy to say, it's out of my control, and I don't know the process. Well, ask your workers what the process is. You know what I mean? So that says something, too, about her work ethic. You're going to do as little as possible and say what needs to be said to appease the resident, even if you're lying. And so when the other maintenance guy said that I needed a new one, he said, your unit is toast. That's exactly what he said. That was May 22nd. And he told me that the tech would have to come out, yada, yada, yada. So for the manager to tell me it was ordered the day it was determined I needed a new one, I'm like, that's a lie, because the tech didn't even come here yet. The tech came like 2 or 3 days later, and he didn't order it. The guy that came in to look at the unit in here, he's the one that needed to come look at it to order it. So I was thinking, like, okay, is she just ignorant about how that rolls, or did she lie? But even when she said it was ordered that day, I'm like, that's a lie, because the tech didn't even come yet. Oh, I'm having trouble seeing. Sammy. Okay, who? I think I'm just going to delete that because we are not here for that. Not you, Sammy. How about the other one? Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. You know why? And I'm not saying this is the case, but sometimes people say stuff just for attention, and sometimes it always has the potential to derail the conversation of what's going on. So I appreciate you saying that to them, Sammy. I really do. I just don't want to. I could feel this one in this eye, but I want to. Like, this is not the place to come and tell people your business, if it's even true. And I'm not saying it is or it's not. I just know that some people do just say stuff for attention. Oh, this is pretty. If we do, so we're going to do the eye look and then the color block, unless the eyeshadow, unless I just blocked it out with that. And so I'm really kind of unsure, and I'm sweating already sitting here. Thank you. This is The Last Word from MAC, their Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner. And this is going to be a green-based, little green-brown, kind of earthy. We're doing, the prompt was Enchanted Forest, and then within that prompt, there were options. And so I chose Forest Guardian. And so that's why I like with the color block and that stuff is kind of like a warrior type stuff. Ah, you love bears. Thank you for the star, y'all. Thank you. I do not want to put foundation on because it is, and I know I've been saying I'm not going to say it's hot because it's not 94, but it's 90 right now. And excuse me, sheesh. Yesterday, not putting foundation on was easy because we had color all across here. So what am I going to do first? Why did I didn't want this one. Perpetual shot. You know, I took that out by mistake. So let's just do the eye look first. And I may just wing out the shadow versus doing a color block with the Inglot. But one of the pictures, she has all of this a color and then it's like brushed down. That one is really nice. So maybe we'll do that. But let's get this eye look started. Oh, you know what? Mayron. Barrier spray. Let it dry a little bit. Okay. I want to see if that's going to help control my sweat. But I don't know, because sweat comes from within. So it's like... Renisha. Hey, Renisha, how are you? Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. Who is this diva? I don't know. But I'm trying out these color contacts, and this green color, like, blurs my vision. So that's why I was looking like, what name is that? Hey, Adriana, thank you for the floating heart. Let's prime the eye. Get this party started. Whew. It is warm. It is warm. Usually when it's around this time, it does cool off because the sun is down, but it is humid from the thunderstorms yesterday. I'm hanging in there, y'all. I'm hanging in there with this too because I only have one backup, and I used it in like 6 months, and we'll still be on no buy. But I could use an exception to get another one, but I'm like, let me just try to prolong this one. So do I want to take it out here? I don't know. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't know if we're going to actually bring color all the way out here, which I have been known to do. Because if we do the block, thank you, Adriana. If we do the color block, we may end up putting another color out here or on top of it. But we'll see where we go. Because sometimes I do have like a loose concept of what we're doing. And then sometimes it just goes where it goes. Which is totally fine because I do be loving how it looks. Max Paint Pot and Groundwork. I am excited to use these last 6 shades from this palette so I can say I've used the entire palette, and then we this I gotta remember to go lightly because when I was just doing that, it moved the contact under my lid. Oh my gosh, it is so long. I'm hoping next week is cooler because I don't want to have to reschedule lives because I'm scheduled out for the next couple of weeks, and if I move one thing, either everything shifts or that one thing just gets moved to, like, I can't even say the end of the month because we're scheduled. I think we have I think we're scheduled mostly for lives for the rest of this month. 2 are the Pride looks with me and Janessa. I'm also doing a Juneteenth look. There's another collab look. So it's like, I don't know. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Grace. So, like, I don't know. All right, let's get into this palette. So, what is the lightest shade from the ones we have to use? Where did I put that paper? Where did I put the paper, y'all? That I read y'all the shades on there that we needed to use. Where did it fall? Did it blow somewhere? Okay, man. Is this content? Did it fall? Damn it. I'm gonna take some V27. Where is the freaking paper? This is nuts. I must just go off of memory. Everything is right here. That's why I'm like, did it blow somewhere? Did I throw it? I know I didn't throw it in the trash. Did I throw it in the trash? No. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know where I put it. If going off of memory, Ghostly, Corpse, Ivy, Cryptic, Living Dead, and Morbid. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, those are the shades we need to use. We're going to we're going to take this shade. This is Morbid. And we're going to put this, hey Tanya, on the front portion of our lid. I gotta remember not to press hard. Not that I think I press hard anyway, but I don't want to move the contact lens. This isn't giving me what I want, but the color is what the color is, and I do want to use these 6 shades. May get covered up later. I don't know. So that's that color. That's right, because they're not there until the light hits it a certain way, because over here you don't see it at all. And on this side you don't see what you see there. And I only just put a little bit too. So there's that. Now we're going to take it another ESM 27, and we're going to take, do I want to deal with Corpse right now? I'm going to lay this down. This shade, because it's the flaky one. This is very soft. It's soft. It's just moving around in the pan. Oh, jeez. And it's creating fallout already. Sponge tip applicator. Where you at, baby? Oh, and I dropped it. I dropped it. Of course I dropped it. I always drop stuff. So Corpse. So for some reason, I think I used this before, unless it's just how, you know, I gotta pick up the flake like some of the other ones that's flaky to get it on. This sponge tip is the business. That went on really easy with the sponge. Yo, my face is sweating. I don't even need to say that. Did you say you want me to swatch? That was my request. So whether you do or not is up to you. But that was my request, was to do a swatch party of the Natasha Denona Dramatic palette. I'm surprised you have it, actually, because most of those colors don't work for me. So I was just like, Tanya got that out? I would love for us to do a collab with it too. And I'm thinking of palette bingo so that we're both using the same shades, because I think that would be interesting for people to see, because we do have different complexions. Like, how do the same shades show up on each of them just in that live stream? Well, not live stream, a video. So that's what I was thinking. And I didn't, y'all, this stays where you put it. Like, look at this. So I think that would be fun. And I think it would be informative. And this is also a request, Tanya. Because like with Bloom, you use the color, a color shadow base for those pinks. Excuse me, I would like for you not to use shadow bases so that people can really see like what the color just looks like on its own. The thing with these flaky ones, sometimes it does make the skin look textured. And to me, this is looking very textured, which may be camouflaged by the shine. But looking over here, I'm just like, this, it almost wants to look patchy, but it's just very textured. And that's something I do, Tanya. Like when I first use a palette, I don't give it any help. I don't use sponge tip. I don't use colorful shadow bases. Groundwork just kind of blends in. Instead of groundwork going down, and you can't even, you know, you can barely see it. You might see a little grayish like right here, but that's it. Because I just want to see like what a shadow is going to do without extra help. Because if somebody is looking at that video to see, they may not have like the extra stuff to be trying extra things. You know what I mean? But I think that would be interesting. Okay, we're gonna put that down. Y'all, sweat is dripping from the creases of my elbows. Ugh. What are we gonna take now? We're gonna take that. Oh gosh, an ESOM number, not an ESOM. Hourglass number 3, and we're gonna take Cryptic. I'm thinking this might be one that we pull all the way out, or not, because it does have a shift to it, and I do want one of the main colors to be green. Oh, this is pretty. This is a matte, and y'all, this is very smooth. I like this shade even more so after using that flaky one. But that flaky one, oh, that's pretty. Oh. Oh. Especially after using that flaky one. Gives me a greater appreciation for the mattes in here. I am starting to like this palette more, and I think it has to do with the looks I did. Because when I used it the other day for that, what did we use it for? When we did the lower part of the face down here, and we used this palette. So even though it was not an eyeshadow look, you know, I'm starting to like it more already, because I know I can use it for like things other than just eyeshadow looks. Which any palette you can use for more than just eyeshadow looks. Oh. We do have fallout, but since we're going to put stuff there, damn it, I just smeared corpse on my face. I don't want a corpse on my face. We're going to take another V27. And we're going to take Living Dead. I'm going to take Living Dead. And we're going to put that out here. Living Dead. I'm surprised I remember the name of those shadows. Probably because I wrote them down twice. I can't find either one of the papers I wrote them on. What? This is nice. Where are we at? Living Dead. I think I'm going to take an hourglass number 3. No, I think I'm going to take that blending brush and bring out another shade like further out here. And then we'll see what kind of color block we're going to do, if we're still going to do that. Anyone else I may have missed? Yes, as per usual, I would expect nothing less. The shapes are different, for sure. This comes straight. This one kind of swooshes. Doesn't kind of swoosh, it does swoosh. Damn it. Oh. We're going to... So we use more, but we have Ivy to use and Ghostly. Because this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have Ghostly. Let's take Ghostly right now. Put that under our brow. That's there, not there. And it is a matte. So I think it's soft. It's a matte soft white. I could feel this contact in here. This fan is drying my eyes out. Okay. Alrighty. So we got one more shade and then we'll figure out what else we're gonna do. So now we just have, what do we have? Did we use Ivy? Morbid, Cryptic, Living Dead. Did we use Ivy? This shade? I don't think we used Ivy. Let's go with the Ivy. I hope that's the one left that we have to use. I kind of want to bring the green out here versus the brown. This is like a greenish, a muted green. I think I'm going to have to use a packer brush to get this to show up more versus this fluffy brush. So let's put that down. We're going to take another hourglass, number 3. And we're going to take Ivy. And I see it because it is like taking away from this shade, but it's not. Okay, we're going to use Cryptic and put out here because I do want the color to show up. And this is, oh, my neck just cracked. Ow. I mean, it's okay. I just want something more impactful. These people leave me alone. I think we're going to take Cryptic and put out here as well, because I think that'll look better as a color block for that area. Oh, gosh. And also for our lower. Y'all, my vision is blurry. I might have to take these contacts out because now it's looking cloudy. And I think some of it is this fan drying my eyes out. We're going to take Cryptic and put that underneath our lower lash line. Some people. Poker Clown and Trolls. I didn't. It disappeared too quick for me to read the whole thing. Oh, goodness. Oh, it is warm in here. when I sit still in front of a fan, after a few minutes I do calm down. But the minute I get up to do anything, sweat just starts rolling. I do think I want to take that all the way out. Let's take another. Don't want to do another. Excuse me. I'm gonna take this brush from Esom. Oh, you know what? No, we're not. We're gonna take this hourglass brush. I did not buy them, Adriana. A company emailed me and asked me if I would like to receive them in exchange for a video. And I was like, ooh, sure. It's called Golden Star. It's the link and their website is in my description box. No, the tech came today to measure, but he didn't even actually have to measure. I think he just needed to see what unit I had and to see what the space looked like. But he said he's going to order it today. He doesn't know how long it's going to take to come in. He said he'll let the other maintenance guy know so he can tell me, because he said he will let the manager know. And I said, well, she's avoiding me, so she's not even talking to me right now. So he said he'll let the other maintenance guy know so that he can come and tell me what the ETA is. Yeah, still, I need a whole new one. It's completely dead. I need a whole new system, a whole new HVAC system. Yeah, so it's not broke, it's dead. Because it's a process. So maintenance here. So this is cryptic. Maintenance here, he determined that it was dead. And I knew I needed a new one in the wintertime, because 4 times during the winter, I had put in work orders for my heat, for the heater. And the heater and the AC unit is the same unit. And I told her then, I'm like, I need a new one. But he said, as long as it can be fixed, they're not going to approve you getting a new one. Well, now it's completely dead. So now they have to. And they use an outside HVAC independent contractor. And so he came to, well, one came before on the 22nd, and he measured the unit outside. The one that came today looked at the unit inside, so he would know like what he needs to order. And then when it comes in, then they'll come in, rip this one out. Well, not rip it, but take this one out and put in the new one. But he doesn't know like how long it'll take for it to be delivered after it's ordered. So progress is being made. And the temperatures were good. Even if it was in the 80s, it had like a little breeze, but now it's like 90s and it's humid. So it's just, so, but it's yeah, it wasn't 94 like before. They gave me a portable, but the only window the exhaust fits in is in my bedroom. I don't live in my bedroom. I live out here. And that air does not turn the corner to this space. And so it's not really doing me any good. You know what I mean? Because I only have that window, and then there's my balcony door. And the exhaust, the thing that holds the exhaust in place is not tall enough to reach to the top of the balcony door. So, yeah, so they did give me a portable, but it's not doing me any good because I don't live in my bedroom. So I'm thinking... So we've used, as of right now, we've used every shade in this palette, and I always feel good about that because y'all know I like to run through a palette. What am I looking for? Use Pool Shark, I think. Do I want to use Inglot to block off down here and to bring that out here versus eyeshadow? Or I took this out because I really like this too. Maybe we'll do that. That's why it's here, right? You look like an Egyptian queen. Hello, Tati. How are you? Maybe put a fan in your bedroom to blow the cool air to the living room. My bedroom, you walk out of a small hallway and then turn the corner. The air isn't turning the corner. But I do have 6 fans on in my apartment right now. 3 in my bedroom, 1 over here, this little one over here, and I have, no, 2 in my bedroom. 3? 3. Oh, I got 6 fans. 3 in my bedroom. This one over here. This little one over here, this is the one that usually stays in my bathroom. It's a tabletop, so I just carry it with me around, like when I'm here or if I'm doing something in the kitchen. And I have one in front of my balcony to pull in cool air from outside and circulate that. And I have, it's like a, I forget what it's called, wind chill or something fan. It was in my mom's apartment. When I cleaned out her apartment, I'm like, well, I'm keeping this one. So that one is in front of my sofa, well, next to my sofa, facing like where I lounge. And so, you know, all of these do actually help. Thank you. I don't want to call you that. I'm going to just call you stop motion. Y'all got fans everywhere. And they do actually really help, especially when it's a cool breeze, because it pulls it in from outside. And because I have the fan in front of it oscillating, it just like brings the air in, and it just feels really good. But when it's humid, that's when it's like, okay, something needs to happen. I look like a raccoon. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Make sure you subscribe. Listen, consider joining the membership. Consider joining the membership for Stone 888. Members get to make requests. That's the perk I like. There are other perks. If you click join, it'll show you the perks, and then you click join again. It's like, you know, a 90-second process to actually join. And then you can make requests. And whatever look you would like me to do, I will do it. How about that? Aw, why you take your message away? Oh, you ain't want to get real, huh? You ain't really want to support my channel. I'm just trying to get the moisture from under here before I put stuff there. You know what? I've never looked that close at a raccoon. Like, do you live in the woods? Or do you have raccoons as a pet? Because I'm not understanding why you know so much about raccoons. Are you a raccoon? Like, what's happening? Is this content? I stole that from Jadessa. Am I going to come across the nose? All right, let's just do it. What? Okay, here we go. Can you love them? Do you have some as pets? I don't even see them that often. Do you live in the woods? Like cabin in the woods type setup where you live at? I'm partly being snarky and I'm partly being serious. I'm trying to concentrate on getting this done. You see raccoons right at the door at some places you stay. So do you stay near the woods? Or are you like in like a country area? Actually in your backyard. But do you live near the woods? That's what I'm asking you. Like why, like where I live at, I don't even see them. So I'm like, where are you? Then they come up to your door. That's what I'm trying to find out. This is further down than the other side. I can feel it. I can feel it. Not that much though. Grizzlies also. Oh my. Are you a grizzly bear whisperer? Like, do you help them be calm and tame? Raccoons are everywhere, girl. We call them trash pandas. They're not everywhere because they're not around here. I ain't never seen them around here. So they are not everywhere. All right, so let's get this on. We're gonna put this on. Man, they're not everywhere. I don't never see them, so they can't be everywhere. All right, I'm wondering how long I'm gonna get. I wonder how long it's gonna take me to be done with this conversation. Like for real. So which one was that this one? I think so. I don't know if I want to do this area like right here. I had a raccoon rub up against my leg like a cat on a hotel patio on the outside of Chicago. It startled me and I yelped and screamed us both. Oh, and scared us both. Oh my gosh, coon dogs. I don't even know what a coon dog is. This is like a learning lesson here for me because that is crazy. It just can't leave. You know what, Janessa? I'm glad it wasn't a skunk. Rubbed up on your leg. So this is where we're gonna put this. I really do enjoy live streams because sometimes it is just funny as hell to me the way where the conversation goes. And we can do that because we're not having like a discussion about anything in particular. Ooh, I like how that's looking against this dual chrome up here. And two bloodhounds. Are you making this stuff up? Because you got a whole lot of stuff going on over there. Yo, look at that. Ooh. I don't think this shade is, I don't think this shift is giving me Enchanted Forest. But when you turn, you see that green. And hopefully this will dry like the inglot dries. I didn't want to put powder under here because I am sweating. Sweat. Oh my gosh. And I posted the look I did last night on Instagram. And I had told y'all that Anne Marino, I think her YouTube channel is called Anne and Camel. And the other day she had tagged me in a post from Glow Up. And so they're doing auditions or, you know, turning your applications for the process. And so she sent it to me and she's like, you should apply. And I'm like, oh, I ain't ready for that. And then when I posted last night's look, she commented, you really do need to put in an application. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm not downing myself, but I know my skill set right now. And I can see changes in it from when I started doing troll. Y'all, this is like troll play number 97, I believe, or 96. And I do see a difference and I do see refinement in what I do. And even with, you know, negative space and not having to do all the things all the time, when I want to be precise, you know, I am, like last night's look. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know, like, yeah, it would be fun to go, but I am quite sure I wouldn't get picked. And not to put myself down, but like when I see who they pick and I see their work, I'm like, oh, I ain't never done no shit like that. Tanya said, do it. And it's overseas. They're over in the UK. And so maybe like in a couple of years. And so I am still watching the series again because that's I've ever seen. And I said, I've seen all this seasons before. And I said, I am rewatching them. But I'm just like, I will probably, if they did pick me, I'd be one of the first ones to go. Because they do stuff they've never done before, working with prosthetics and doing this and doing that. And I'm just like, I'm still just getting refined here. This one guy, the last episode I saw today, he got sent home because his eyeshadow look was not symmetrical. So sometimes it does come down to technique. Like if the two in the red chair, they both do good, they have to find something. Like which one has something that's a little off and the other one doesn't have anything off. But I'm like, yeah, that would be me. And again, not putting myself down. I'm just being realistic. So maybe in a couple of years, I didn't mean to do that. So we're just gonna bring it down then. Last night, I remember saying that OMA contacted me again, talking about I could do a course. I'm like, I already did 2 courses. But they do have a special effects course. I had told you I'm gonna wait a week before I even reply back. Because I did think about their special effects course before. And I'm like, girl, just get situated with what you're doing right now. What I'm doing right now is tracing over that green line that we put. And so I said last night, I'm gonna wait a week before I answer back. And honestly, it might be longer than that because I'm not gonna be able to do anything much with it being this hot in here. And I know once I start, I'm going to want to pump it out like I did the other 2 programs. But when it's hot like this, it's like it's very hard to do makeup. Even though special effects stuff is different, you know, liquid latex, the prosthetics, and yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to wait until I got some cool air in here. I really like this. Man. And so the one, it almost looks like a wing because it's feathered down. Is this going to do that? Or should I just leave it like this? I am going to put this in my brows. Oh my gosh. Ugh. And also, it's like, and not to compare, excuse me for smacking, but it is somewhat of a comparison because when you're talking about going up against other people and you see the stuff they do and then I see what I do, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and again, not putting myself down, I'm just being realistic about where I'm at in my journey. But maybe in a couple of years, or less if I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready for what I'm doing right now for sure. But it's like, let me just get a little more situated right here first. Janessa, I think you would like this this product because I know you like to do an ombre brow. This does it for you. It's green and it's red. I think you would really like this one. I think they have two other colors, but I wanted one that I felt would stand out on me, and so this was a good choice for me. So, all right, let's bring this down here. I do love, yep. I know, I think you would like this one because it does it for you. So you see the burgundy here and then you see the green back here. And the green, so yeah, it does. And that's what all of this is. This is this. So you definitely see the shifts. You, man, I like this. I'm glad I purchased this one. Yeah, so it does the work for you. The other shades were lighter shades, and so I was like, I don't know if I want like a lighter shade. But this was a good choice. Are you not going where I want you to? Okay. Yo, I'm trying to stop saying it, but I am just so friggin' hot. Both in a sexy and non-sexy way. Covering up that green line right there. This first, I'm really liking that one. I am going to try, well not try, well I want to see if, do I want to actually try to wing that down or, oh, this is just gross. Do I want to try to, well not try to, I'm trying to think that if I use this brush and bring it down, is it going to look like it's feathered? It looks very soft and feathered. I'm kind of thinking it might be eyeshadow. And it's black. And she has my black lip. I'm tapping this in here. I don't know. I think I need another color because I think this is just all going to blend in to where I did the color block. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I'll take, see me for smack, maybe I'll take a brown. Because this is just looking like part of the color block and not anything different. Now you look like Rocket on Guardians of the Galaxy. I just tried that new Clinique Glow Serum. It feels so good. Skin is hydrated, supple, and has a natural glow and scented. I recommend. I'm not going to be trying it. I'm going to know by. I did stop using. Do I want to take? I don't know. I don't think I want to take the green. Let's take the green. I don't want to take the green. This is Inglot. I'm going to put the door line in it. What was I going to say? Oh, I stopped using the City Beauty products because on both sides of my face, in the same spot, right here and right here, I have bumps. And I'm starting to think is there just a heat. I think excuse me, let me start over. I'm starting to think it's a heat rash, but it's only right here on both sides. But because in the beginning I'm like, I don't really know what this is, I said I'll just go back to just all of my regular stuff and not use those things. And it is actually clearing up some, but so I don't know if it was those products or not. Does not look like a feather. She could tell feathers. My video today, y'all, did not do well at all. And what I'm thinking is because it's the same thumbnail as the previous hourglass look. I just changed the name. So the first one was Fox. I think this one is Swan. So the picture looks the same, but if you look at the wording and you look at the palette, you can tell it's different. But we know people don't really be paying attention to detail like that. So I think people are thinking they saw that already. And that's okay. And then I thought to change the thumbnail, and I'm like, nah, because y'all know I am low maintenance with my stuff. I don't even edit no more because my laptop does not recognize my phone. And so there's no way to get my, well, yeah, there is. Upload it on YouTube and then download it onto my computer and then edit it. Well, no, yeah, then edit it and then re-upload it. And I did that a few times, and I'm like, you know what? Forget that. That's too much work. So now, like, I don't edit at all. Not at all. I'm thinking I could have did this with a fork, and at least it would have been more consistent. Where's my fork? Surprisingly, I don't have none at my station. Trying to get this to curve. Here we go. I needed some more on a brush. Oh, how I love just playing in makeup. Also, the Clinique lip and cheek oil is so good. It's okay on the cheek, but sticky and looks a little oily, LOL, but on the lips, decadent. I'm glad you have products you like, Tanya. So, since we did a lot of green, I'm thinking to use this also with the dotting tools, because this particular look where it looks like it's feathered down here, she has larger dots going up this way and smaller dots going around her brows. And I was going to use gems, and then I'm like, I don't know. And me sweating, is it going to stick? And then I'm like, ooh, let me try these tools. And so I did wash them. Oh shit! I picked it up upside down. They came in this bag wrapped in. It wasn't quite a plastic bag, but a different bag was wrapped up, and these were in there. And so I told myself I'll just keep them in here. Oh, damn it! Excuse me, I dropped one. All right, I'm just picking up the one that fell out because I opened it upside down. I might put them in a Ziploc snack bag. Let me see, do I have them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there's 10 of them. So I'm going to put these in size order. And we're not going to use the largest, and we're not going to use the smallest. This is the smallest. Like, is that going to make it? I mean, it would. It would. I really like the look that I did last night. And I remember saying that when I first do a look, I'm still criticizing it. And even though last night I'm like, I do like it, I was still like critiquing it. But when I just look at it, I'm like, this is a really nice look. And that happens often. I'm like, oh, you know, it's okay. Blah, blah. But then when I look at it again, like later, like not as I just finished it, what else could I do type mindset. But I really do like that look. And Tanya, when you had commented, when you had said those white lines are straight, when I looked, I said, you know what, she right. When am I that precise? You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those things where, when I was saying I can see over like the last year, like how I've grown, my technique is a little more refined, and even being okay with negative space. Ugh. I cut my hair today, y'all. I was a sweaty mess, but you know what? It felt so good when I washed my hair. The piano girl. How you doing? I don't know why I sang that. I don't know. I don't know. So we're going to use this same color and we're going to do dots. The thing will be getting them straight. Do I want to draw a line? Because if I just put this straight one where it is where it's going to be. So do I want to do a line? Do I have? I do. Do I have? I do have something that's almost nice. Thank you. We're doing. The theme is Enchanted Forest. It's not as green as I want, but that's because I use a dual chrome. But I am really liking it though. That line is crooked. That line is crooked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, that really helped it, right? Ooh. Thank goodness for sweat. Sweat. Now it's red from rubbing it. All right, let's try this again. What? And it would make sense to start here because this is the middle instead of starting at the top coming down. This just veered off to the side. Get your life together. And I felt it when it went over there. Sweat. You know what? I do have my cellar water. So I'm going to put this in the opening, turn it upside down. Just to clean up that line. So that's where we're going to put. Gross. This is gross. Gross. I was going to wipe my across my nose. But it wouldn't move probably. Remember we tried to do that? So this is the largest, second largest, third. I'm thinking this one. And then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the sixth one in is this one. So maybe we'll do this one for here. All right, so let's see. This is my first time using these dotting tools, and they are for acrylic nails, and so I'm hoping that it does what I wanted to do. And actually, I could use a brush like this one since I mapped it out, but I just really want to try these. Okay, let's see. More now. Okay. If it was black, it would show up more, or any other color than this dual chrome, I think. That one was juicy. I had a lot of product on there. See, is there still product on here? That is not even. It's not straight. I don't like how it's a piece of the gel. Okay. It's sticking up. Lipstick applicator to the rescue, y'all. As always. I'm wondering if I should have, well, from the side you can see it, but for straight there's a lot of shadows. Shit. Will this help? Nope, not really. So then we're going to take the smaller one. First of all, we're going to clean this off. And then we're going to go in with one that's a little bit, 2 sizes over. What I kind of want to do is like take this out of here and put it on a palette or something. Y'all, I am so uncomfortable. I know, Gary. You missed it when I was saying that it wasn't straight. Oh, Mr. J. You are just so freaking adorable. You have a wonderful life. Oh, damn, I ain't telling him to subscribe. Oh, man. I got an itch. Is this dry? Yep, it's dry. Okay, good. Got an itch. I'm gonna take some out. This is very creamy. And I know I took out too much. Ooh. And so we put it on here. I'm just going to smooth it out. So hopefully it'll be easier to pick up with the tool. And so that's what we did with that. Where was the tool I was going to use? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Oh, LOL, don't forget. Oh my word. Sweat is dripping. Oh my gosh. Don't forget. I know, and I forgot to tell him, don't forget to join the membership before I put him out. Or her out, whatever gender Gary was. I know, you like say that. Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much. So we're going to... Damn it. I don't think this is the right color for this because of how it is and or is not showing up. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is nuts. Oh. Thumbs up because I'm enduring this heat and still trying to get this thing done. Jeez. And I really was going to do gems, but how tedious gems are. And I'm like, okay, is it going to stay? Because I'm sweating. And how tedious it is, that would be longer. So I was like, okay, let me just try these dotting tools. Oh my gosh. I just do not like to sweat. And when I could feel it moving, I have one of my I call them sweat catchers, but even with that, I can still feel it rolling down from underneath the sweat catcher onto my stomach. That is just a gross feeling. I do not like that feeling at all. I do not. Let's see what this message is. Oh, I'm gonna keep you hidden. Oh, sweet summer child. I will say it still has been pretty mild. And it is actually a Thursday. It is actually a Thursday. Easy peasy. I do like it. Part of me wants this to be darker, the feathers, but it is within the color scheme that I'm doing. I do like it. I do like it. Yo, all I had to eat today, I had my Greek yogurt. I put strawberry, banana, and granola in it for breakfast. Other than that, all I've had was, and Prices, Tanya, I had grapes. I had a white peach, Gatorade, and a Milky Way bar. That's all I had today. It is just too hot. But I am going to eat a salad later, my cucumber tomato salad, and drop a protein in it, yada, yada, yada. I got to put foundation on and I don't want to. This shit is too hot. Alright, I'm going to put this foundation on. I'm trying to think of what else to do first. I'm going to do... do we want to put green on our upper lash line? We're going to do as much as we can before we do the foundation, because that's going to ruin the look, because this is going to just melt off. So we're going to take this green Inglot. I was going to do lashes too. The Fufu's, we ain't doing lashes. Excuse me. What I thought about doing too was taking some of these shades that's on the eye to put on the face, like that green and that brown shade. But I don't know. I think that would be too much with this, because we did this under the eyes. Like if we shaded everything over under here. But if we did do that, I wouldn't put on foundation. We could just go gray all the way across the bottom. We could do that at the bottom of the face. I really enjoyed your live last night, Janessa. As you can tell from all the comments I kept leaving. We're not going to take this out like we normally do, because we do have this here. You can see this line, and then it does blend into up there, because that is that same shade. But I do like how that is looking. A yellow would pop it, but that's not for this look. Man. I'm going to put these on. So I'm just trying to figure out the bottom half of the face. If I didn't have that disrespectful mustache area, I wouldn't be concerned about putting something there. But yeah, I'm going to cover that up. It really was. It really was. Yeah, I enjoyed, even though I was the replay crew. Yeah, I forgot that you had that scheduled, and I was trying to cram in the look I did last night and this one, because both of these are due by the 14th, and so I'm like, okay, let me just put these in. So I had completely forgot. And Wednesday isn't one of my normal live nights, but I was like, damn. Oh my gosh. I will say this Makeup Forever cream is dry, and so far, like, sweat is not coming through. You had a few Thursdays like it. Yeah, I saw. You were like, oh, we'll get rid of you. Yeah. And I like how you did your statement up front, like, this is what we're doing, which those who come later wouldn't have heard, but for those of us who were there and we're going to stay, yeah, that was really good. I like that you did that. Sweat is, oh my gosh. Oof. It is just like dripping. Ooh. I have looks in my calendar to do tomorrow and for the weekend, but I don't know if they're going to get done. If the temperature breaks a little bit, I might, but I don't foresee me getting much of anything done because it is just too hot to be moving around doing anything. Um, oh my gosh. Do I want to put shadow? Well, no, because I really don't want to put my foundation, y'all. I could just shade it, but I don't know. Oh my gosh. Because I'm trying to think of if I use shadow, can I get it consistent with just putting primer on and then putting the shadow on top. So I'm trying to figure that out. But then, because I don't want it to look patchy, I'm gonna just go ahead and put foundation. Okay, let me get my mind right on everything we're doing, so that way we can just do it and just keep going and not hesitate. Cause this, oh my gosh, there's like balls of, and not the good kind. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, let me just. Okay. We're gonna put, oh my god, we're gonna go ahead and put foundation on. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna put a half a pump of the milk. Yo, it is beating. Oh my god. Okay, I promise you, I'm trying to not keep saying it. I'm trying to not keep saying it. It's just getting worse. And then these lights too, so that we already know that doesn't help. A half a pump of the Fenty foundation. Man. Whew. Maybe I could just put shadow on top of it. Well, yeah, that's what we were going to do. Set it and then put powder on top. We are scraping, so just whatever, it ain't nothing on there. Whatever's in the brush, just to put in this area up here. Just to try to even out the complexion. Yeah, because I got to do something about this right here. For sure. Prime Pometics. This is their orange. Usually I'll do this and then put the foundation on the top, but I didn't think about it. Thank you all for being here. I know I'm kind of like sour today. Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you here for? Oh my gosh. I say with a laugh. Oh. Oh. We're going to put another drop of foundation on the palette. People are funny. People are seriously funny. And I don't even dare try to figure out like what's on their mind or like why, what motivates them to do the things they do. So just that one drop of foundation. Damn it, and I still see the mustache shadow. Damn it. Damn it. I seem to remember it covering that up before. That was funny. Such the little simple things in life that make me laugh. What I could do is use the Mario palette, but we have enough browns in here. I'm going to take a clean one of these, and we're going to go into, excuse me, Ivy, the one that didn't show up much. Let's see what that does. Or we can take Rotten. It's more brown. Put that here, and then put Ivy up top. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go into Rotten. You know what will work perfect with this? Is that Blend Bunny palette. Where is that? Oh, it's over there. Because that would do exactly what I wanted to do. Damn it. And I'm quiet again. I feel like I've been quiet a lot lately. I think I want to take that Blend Bunny palette. This is patchy. I like how this side is like really dark. But then that's the side that always looks dark because there's not an extra light over there. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm going through. I tell people, if you're going through, just keep going. Don't stop. Don't get stuck. I'm following my own advice here. I'm going to put that down. We're going to take a clean one. And actually, we're going to take Living Dead, this green one right here. I'm going to put that above it. I wanted to blend though. And because the brush is too big for the pan, that's why the color isn't consistent in the brush. Oh my gosh. Part of me is like, girl, just order a pizza when you're done. Thank you for being here, y'all. And thank you to the new people popped in, because I see the numbers going up and down. Oh my gosh. This sucker just ran all the way. I feel like crying, y'all. Like, I am just miserable. That thing just trailed all the way down. I think it is giving foresty. I do. What do y'all think? Is this giving like a forest vibe, or is this like a girl or whatever? It'll be whatever you say. I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This one. Same color. You know what? Did I put primer on my nose? Did I put foundation on my nose? Oh my gosh. Let's just tap over it. Y'all, look at this. I am miserable. But we what? We don't scrap looks. We're going to get the damn thing done some kind of way. I'm going to take... I think I'm going to take Frostbite and just do a little bit of highlight. I was going to use... No, we weren't going to do that. Is that a dual chrome? Do y'all remember if this was a dual chrome? Because I'm thinking to take the Mario one, because I know that one is a dual chrome. This one right here. Excuse me for that glare. I'm going to take a clean one. No, we're not going to take that brush. We're going to take this brush. It looks like wings. Okay. So I don't look like a forest guardian. That's really cool. That's really good though, because the picture of hers does look like wings. More so than this one, because hers has more of a feathered look versus mine has the line look. Oh my gosh. I can say this is definitely sticking to my sweat. So just putting a little bit of shine. Oh my word. I'm gonna do a nude lip. It blends in very well with my sweat. Yo, I just hit pan. There's a little tiny hole in here. What? There are 2 shades in here I hit pan on. I'm going to take this shade. I wanted to cover up the disrespectful area, but it's looking, I made it look worse. But then if I can get the color consistent, then it won't look like, what is that? That's this shade right here. I think it's consistent enough where it doesn't look like it's just there in the middle. We're going to flip it over, go back into that white shade, and we're going to put that up here, which isn't white. I think it's a green. It's a dual chrome. So I'm going to put that up there. I actually like it, believe it or not. We have Grage. Thank you, Janet. I really feel like crying. I really do. I just feel so fucking miserable. I really do. But being here with all of my crew, y'all make it so much more bearable. I'm gonna put this on, the line of lips with this. This is gonna be the last thing. Yo, that makeup forever did not move. Even though sweat was running through it, it did not move, which is really good to know. Just like yesterday. Well, yesterday I wasn't sweating this bad yesterday, but that ink didn't move. And wiping it off, it comes off in like flakes. I'm overlining by accident. The pencil is just going where it wants to. We're going to put on Bare Crust. I know that, no. Excuse me. Bruce, damn. I'm going to put this on. This came in an advent count. Oh my God. I need to just keep going because this, I'm feeling all the drips and shits. But I need to just keep going and stop stopping so we can get this done. It doesn't matter what this is because it was never for sale. It was in their advent box. And my note says that I opened it October 15, 2024. Still smells good. Does it? Yeah, it smells like it did before. It smells like new furniture. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe and also consider joining the membership. $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. The links are down below. It does. It smells like new furniture. What does new furniture smell like? This lipstick. Because sometimes lipstick smell like, I just went, oh man, I got talking and messed up. It smells like cotton candy, but this smells like new furniture. I know that's a weird thing to describe it as, right? It's a weird day. It's a hot ass day. Smashing the sweat into my clothes. It's just like, I could feel it running. I feel like crying. I'm so fucking miserable. So this is a look. I would do more down here. With no, we're done because I got to go before I flip the fuck out. So this is our Enchanted Forest Guardian look for the Creative Art with Heart collab. This is what we got. This is what happened, and I do actually like it. I do actually like it, and I am glad that we did use this for a wider area too, because the shift in here, y'all, is amazing. So on that note, y'all, thank you for being here. New people, make sure you click the like button, subscribe, share the video, all that stuff, and consider joining the membership. We'll be back next week for a live stream, but in between now and then, we do have videos going up, so make sure you click the notification bell so that y'all can see those too. What color green and what makeup is that? What color green? This green is also this color. It's the same color as the dual chrome. That's this one, and that's also in our brows, and also what these dots are up here. Thank you, Griffin. Oh, dirty Jersey. How did I miss you? How did I miss you? Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm glad you're here though. It's always good to see you. We're gonna go so I can wipe this off and probably just cry or eat a popsicle because I am just sweating and I feel miserable. But I appreciate all of you being here. I really do. Yeah, so videos will be going up. Next week we'll be back for another live and you will see me there. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. As always, self-acceptance, self-love, and these contests go good with this look too, even though they blur my vision. As always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you'll see me soon. Bye. Safe travels, Griffin. I know you're away from